Man. Yes, yes, yes. So the CDC just released the statistics going in to the 2021 rates on marriage and birth rates. And all I can say, it's not low enough. It's not low enough. It needs to go lower. I need to wake up to a world where the marriage rate is at 0% in additions per 1,000 people, or however else it is that they go ahead and decide to measure it. And we're gonna say measure in alleviated quotes, because all they doing is trying to fluff up the numbers more than what it actually is. Them rates are lower than what they telling us. They just adding all different types of extra filters to buff them numbers up. But we already knew that. People ask all the time. I remember I was it's about like maybe 19, and dudes were asking me, bro, you can't not get married. You gotta be with a woman. And look, the thing I always hated about this, the thing I really hated about this, was it was always these older dudes. Always. It never failed. It was always these older guys advocating to me that I should get married. Like I wasn't smart enough to know that they were telling me that so that they can be able to have somebody in the tax pool to be able to subsidize and alleviate the amount of taxes that get taken from them each year from the IRS, because they got a bigger pool of married individuals. And look, we all know the person who get taxed the most in this society is single people. We get taxed unfairly and unjustly. Like, it's just terrible out there. But like, the more married people that they have in the United States being taxed, the more those individuals have less of their taxes taken from them. So it's like, the more married people there are, the less married people get taxed amongst each other. And it's like, this guy thought I didn't know this. And so he's like, yo, yeah, you should get married. You should get married. You can't not be with a woman, Mara. I'm like, yo, I'm going to tell y'all a little story. The amount of guys I ran to just being sent to prison on false allegations from these creatures is just, especially in the black community. Because, you know, the black ones, they'll send you to jail and they'll have illicit relations with your child while you in jail. This ain't no secret. This ain't no secret. They try to shame people into not talking about it, but you ain't shaming me and not revealing that. We all know that everything that's running around with a womb in the black community, every one of you are descendants of sex slaves. Y'all can act prim and proper all y'all want, but in the end of the day, all of y'all are descended from a bunch of anal holes that were, happen to, have some DNA running out you and categorize you all by a bunch of scientists as human. Although, I would like to say a lot of those scientists were cucks in the first place, so I don't know how trustworthy they were in the first place. Look, guys, there's a reason why I say, you know, ain't nothing wrong with just saying no. It's no. I said it many times. It's no. I'm not getting involved. I'm not trying it out. I'm not putting myself at that risk. Because I done seen, like I said, back at the beginning of this video, I done seen so many black dudes just get sent to prison. Just get sent to prison on the allegation alone. Hell, how many dudes know of the guys who get the police call on them in a second? But these wound walkers in the community, they want to talk about, oh, we don't involve the, yeah, you don't involve the police until it's in your favor. So when you want to get rid of them, like, I seen this happen. Like, dude would just be chilling. He'd get a domestic called on him just so the creature in question can go ahead and call over the affair partner and have a night on their own. And dudes be up there y'all dudes be thinking like, oh no, it's not like that. It's not. Yes, it is. It's the reason why the divorce rates in this country are at 80% is because dudes keep participating, because they all want to listen to anything with a vagina telling them, oh, you should just try it out. Just try it out. It'll work out for you. It'll be different for you. And the fact that I had dudes suggesting this, it just shows how weakened we've become as men. I look at civilizations in the past. They would warn dudes. They would warn dudes about harlot activity. They would pull, like, they ain't had no problem pulling dudes to the side, like, hey, no, man, not cool, don't do it. What are you doing? You trying to destroy yourself? We ain't letting you do that. But look, I know I get, especially in my own community, that, you know, we don't have that sense of camaraderie. They got the goddamn Marxists have gotten a successful hitch and getting every black man to believe they just all on their own and there's no one that's gonna be there for you. But look, you gotta be able to understand you're not the only man out there thinking like this. You are not the only man who will think that if you get involved with those damn things, they will destroy your life. You think you're the only man who thinks that? No. Especially in the black community. We got a 53% rate of men in our community who've never sired children, who've never gotten married. And look, we can get credit for being the pioneers and spreading that ideology and that way of life to other cultures of men. All they have to do is look, all you gotta, you hear it all the time. Oh, look, they're gonna do you like they did the black community. And it's true. These Marxist assholes targeted the black community first, and their attempt to gain influence and reputation in America And it ain't like it's nobody who don't know this has happened. We all know this happened. And look, they want to try to put it on. They want to try to put it on the white man. They want to try to put it on, you know, some Jews. They want to try to blame everything other than what's the actual cause. And it's the thing you call female in the black community allowing this. Marxism would have never spread. Feminism would have never spread if everything with a vagina and a pair of ovaries in the black community just said, we ain't down for this. But like, these Marxists knew they were disloyal. They were disloyal back when they were on boats being shipped over here. So that's why they were that's why you have the hard targeting by these feminist organizations at the black community. Because they know those damn womb walkers don't side with anyone. They know they're malleable. They know they're distant and alone, and they're easy targets. They want to go around telling them that they're strong, independent. Yeah, and it's that independence that makes them so malleable. Because they so easily influenced by this feminized, gynocentric culture that these Marxists have set up for them. And it's by a bunch of people who decided they're going to cause the suffering of everybody else for their own benefit. But you know, it's all right. It's really all right, because I don't have to be enslaved in a marriage because of their folly today. I don't have to have somebody chained at me by the hip. And so yeah, like I said, MGTOW community don't have to recruit anybody. Everything with a womb walking around is going to be a good example as to why you should go your own way. Why you should say no to marriage. Why you should not have children. You look at what's going on with the political parties today. Everybody thinks these Republicans going to save you. The Republicans are right. I like to remind you all that these Republicans are right there alongside these Democrats, vowing to take away your rights, vowing to take away your ability in the community. Remember when consent laws were drafted? Where were the Republicans opposing against that? No, they were right there along, giving full support to sell out men to a bunch of horny womb walkers that reach their first menses and menstruation cycle. So when y'all be like, oh, this is no, don't look for nobody to, don't be looking for these political parties to save you. Look how many times I had to call out politicians. Look how many times I had to call out corporations. Telling people don't be stupid, to think, to rationalize. to plan and overcome what these people want you to believe. But you gotta do that if you want to be able to live through this world. Because if you don't, they will eat you alive and leave nothing left. I think about the Bruce Willis situation. Now look, I don't have any soft spot in my heart for any of these actors because they killed the traditions and the values in this country with no questions asked for their own benefit. But look at a lot of them now. Johnny Depp, Will Smith, all these men who sided with these Marxists and these feminist organizations and all these activist organizations out there, they sided with these people and now they're being destroyed. And it's simple to understand. You're American. These people who are influencing you, they don't care about this country. And they don't care about you. They hate the blood that runs through your fucking skin. And they'll gladly have you believe that you working for some cause, that you providing some great benefit, only if it means that they can watch you squirm and suffer at your downfall when you meet your end. And, you know, with that being the case, what you got to do as a man is just disengage as much as you can. Like I said, you don't got to go out there and kill nobody. You don't got to shoot up nothing. You don't have to. You don't even have to make any comments. All you have to do is be an example of walking away. Not being involved with the society as much as you possibly can. Like, hey, example. You don't have to engage with the society in so much to where you got to be going out to the bar every Tuesday night. You know, go learn how to distill your own beer. Get you a distillery kit. Go about the process of making your own stuff. That way you don't have to be paying, I don't know, $40 a drink, $60 a drink, however, how much it costs to buy these drinks. Anyway, I gotta go. But you all stay safe out there. Be careful. And watch your six. Turn this off.